kind of yell.
Just
Yell like a yell at Frank.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
Does anybody remember back in 2000, like social media was just kind of coming in, and we had something called direct messaging. Does anybody remember those times? Yeah, so
AOL.
This guy was involved in direct messaging. He goes
Some scams too.
This guy has 25 years in social media. He is renowned for training real estate agents on social media and video communications going back to 2015, so he has 10 years doing that. He was voted a top 5 video influencer by BombBomb. So if you all are familiar with BombBomb, that's pretty amazing. He's owned his own video marketing company. This guy's got a lot to say that's good. This is Ryan Rhino Owens of Lincoln Lenny Group, also a video marketing pro, and he's going to give you guys a ton of pearls of wisdom. So with that being said, welcome.
Thank you. That sounded really good. Thank you. Whoever that was he was talking about sounds like he knows something. I don't know. But I'm not going to use the mic. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can I project? Everybody can hear what I'm saying? All right, so thumbs up. All right, cool. So I didn't even think I was going to have access to some technology today. Frank saved the day and actually got my phone up there. So you see the homepage of my phone with all the important apps on there. But I really want to talk to you all about social media today. And when I say talk, like I want to see you. I want to like talk directly to you because I want you to leave here. How many of you all have been to a social media class prior to this one? Everybody? How many's been to maybe 5 or more? You've been to quite a few? So some of you have been under 5? Well, social media is the talk of the town. It's been that way for 10 years. I've been training agents and loan officers since 2015 on social media and video marketing, but not just video marketing online, but video communication offline, which is where I've made all my impact. Social media is very just tip of the iceberg when it comes to communicating with video. So we're going to talk about social media and how to do Reels, which is specific to Instagram right now. Does everyone know we only have Reels because of that mysterious Chinese app called TikTok, right? That's the only reason we even have Instagram Reels is because of TikTok. It's the only reason YouTube Shorts has YouTube Shorts is because of TikTok. Everyone's chasing TikTok because obviously short form video makes a huge impact in our business. And how many of you have thousands of miles on your thumb? Who's going to admit they got thousands of miles on their thumb? Okay, we got scrollers in the building. Okay, I'll check your watch time right now and call you out. I know you're scrolling, okay? But I want to help you all turn into creators today because I know the numbers. I know a lot of numbers. I know real estate numbers. I know social media numbers. And I know you're scrolling. And I want you to turn into a creator instead of a consumer. Is anybody interested in that? You want to be a creator? Let's create. We're going to create some things that are going to impact our business, and hopefully I can give you a few tips. I can't teach you everything about social media today. I'm still learning myself. But throughout this process, you know, back in 2010, I was at a car dealership and I decided to have like sold customers pop out of their trunk and say our catch line, like, get in here. It's in Ohio, so it's got a little bit of a kind of a Ohio twang to it, which you might notice I have a little bit. People think I'm from the South. I'm from the North, okay? So this is how we talk up there. So, but I had people popping out of trunks, and I had a great sales manager who showed me the power of video years and years ago, where he was on television. He had to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get known in the local community. He's that guy on the Saturday morning or the car commercials and all that stuff. Who do we have that's local that does that? I got Netflix, so I don't get ads no more. Is there anybody local that does like those TV ads, like car dealership? There used to be a guy, a big guy. He had a deep voice. Anyway, nobody watches, y'all got Netflix obviously, no cable anymore. So what the point is that I saw he had to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars back then, but I also got to see that people were coming in because he became a local celebrity. People saw him, people wanted to come into the dealership because of him, but it cost so much money. Guess how much social media costs now? Anybody got an answer?
Free.
It's free, it's 100% free. And by the way, it's not gonna be free forever. And I wanna just help as many people as I can because I'm still confused. I talked to Frank about this. Like I said, I've been teaching video marketing for over 10 years, and I'm like, why is nobody still doing it? I thought that if you haven't, and this was stinking thinking, okay, so forgive me. I was thinking if you haven't made videos or made that consistent in your business yet, you're never going to. I thought that. I was even reluctant to do this class. It's like, I'm tired of talking to people and them doing nothing about it. They're not doing anything with it or being consistent with it, and I got rid of that stinking thinking, and I'm here because I believe that each and every one of you is going to start making videos as of today and promoting your business and being able to get more attention and get out of obscurity. Let me tell you about 2 levels of obscurity. You don't want to be in either of these. These are something I learned from a mentor years ago. Obscurity level number 1 is I don't know who you are. That sucks so bad in business, to not be known. You can't get flown, you can't get referrals. If nobody knows who you are, you can't do business. Does anyone believe they can do business with being incognito or a mystery agent or anything like that? It's not possible. But here's the second problem that most people miss is obscurity level number 2. And I guarantee we've all been there. I certainly have. I forgot about you. There's too many email pings, too many kids, too many stuff going on in my business, too many leads coming in. Hopefully, I said that one. That's just kind of a wishful thinking, but I hope the leads are pouring in. They will if you start doing more social media. But it's like there's so much going on, and it's now harder to stand out than ever on social media. So you get forgotten about because there's so much going on. That's why consistency is so important. The algorithm promotes consistency, and you're going to be spread out there more. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you can fuel the fire of your social media just a little bit with a few dollars, not a big investment, and to be able to really be able to get known out there. Has anyone ever ran an ad? Anyone ever run anything in the ads manager? You run an ad? You run an ad? We got a few ads popping up here. Well, that is, if you're not running ads, you're missing out on the real power of social media. So when you have your videos that we're going to be talking about creating today in Reels, in my belief, and all this is my belief too, by the way. So everything I'm saying, this is patented Rhino information. This is what I believe. This is what I've come to know. Someone else might disagree with me. But trust is our organic social media. We want, when we put ads out, when we put a $3 to $5 a day budget on some great ad that we're going to create, where we're inviting people to do business with us and give us a lead and give us their information because we got something that they need, a solution to their problem, you're going to be able to have social media organic that's not paid to create trust. I just want you to know these videos that we're talking about today, it's to create trust. It's to see you, see who you are, know what you do, what you bring to the marketplace, what's special about you. You're not just 2% milk. You're that special almond milk in the corner. Let me tell you why it tastes so good and why it's the best. You are going to be able to stand out, but you got to get it out there. And one thing I want to pivot to real quick is a mindset. Who thinks that they have, like I had, a little apathy about people that haven't made videos yet? Who here thinks that their mind's in their way of some of their social media creators? Don't be afraid to raise the hand. Most people can't see you anyway. I can see you. Just the mindset. It's the mindset of I don't look right on camera. Who hates how they sound? Anyone hate how they sound? All right, there's a few hands on that. Some that won't admit it. That's fine. But the reason you hate why you sound, I'll tell you exactly why. It's physiology. When you make a video, or when you're, let me slow down. When you're talking like I'm talking right now, I've got 2 things happening. I have airwaves, bass resonating that we can't see into my eardrum. But the one advantage I have, and that I always have, is when I hear myself, is I've got jawbones. And those jawbones travel sound up to your ears as well. It creates a bass-like resonance that you don't have when you're listening back to your audio from some other source, like a phone or a speaker or something. That's simply, you're missing your jawbone. That's it. That's all it is. It's a simple lack of jawbone. That's why you don't like what you hear, because it doesn't sound like what you think you sound like. But guess what? Your videos are not for you. I want to remind you, your videos aren't for you, but guess what? You will watch your videos more than anyone in the world is ever going to watch your videos. Nobody on God's green earth will ever watch your videos as much as you're going to watch it, and you're going to overthink. And that's why you're not creating video content, because you are overthinking. You're overthinking tremendously. Can I get an amen? Amen? We are overthinking, because most of you can be making 4 videos a day. And the reason you're not is simply because you're overthinking. And again, I will steal your phone. I will look at your watch time. I will look at how much you are scrolling. Mine's disgusting. If you look, I'd be embarrassed, and my phone's right here, I can show you, but I'm not gonna show you because it's embarrassing. My phone is on all day long. I might have a problem. I might need some help, okay? My phone's on all the time, and I'm doing a lot of scrolling, and I do create. I've created tens of thousands of videos. I've got millions of views on videos. Now you're gonna see, I've only got on this newest Instagram, I've only got 2,000 followers. Who here wants a ton of followers? Why? Why do you want a ton of followers for? Followers don't matter. Followers do not matter in today's algorithm. Very little bit of your followers are actually seeing your content. And let me not get ahead of myself, okay? I'm getting excited. Okay? Let me just chill out for a second. So again, we can make 4 pieces of content a day. You guys are still thinking you need B-roll and you need to have that videographer. And watch my time too. I was supposed to set a clock. Let me know when I got 45 minutes. All right, because I'll keep going and I'll pass out up here and it'll be bad. What was I saying?
Why do you want followers?
Yeah, why do you want followers? You don't need them. The algorithm is looking at the content and the keywords within your post anymore. Who here puts a lot of hashtags in the videos that they do put out? You got a lot of hashtags? You guys just don't want to admit it because you know I'm about to say something about hashtags. Okay.
I do, but I read that on certain platforms it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore.
One platform that it matters.
And because this is a 101, and I know some of you are 102, 103, 104, this is still a 101, you don't need hashtags. Hashtags are irrelevant. It's all about having the proper keywords and what you're saying in the video. Technology is so great now, and the algorithms are actually analyzing what you're saying. It's reading the copy of your post, and it's distributing it out to people that it's relevant for. People looking for houses, people looking to invest. Hopefully that's what they're looking for with you, and maybe a nice little cat video, because I think you should do some really funny stuff. But I want to tell you what a reel is in my opinion. What is a reel? An R-E-E-L. This is your formula. This is what you want to do. Reel, R, it is relationships. We're using social media to create new relationships. And how do relationships happen? Through communication. You have to start a conversation. That's why call to actions are so important, because we can't just make a video that they're making their thumbs buff with. We want them to take an action above those thumbs, okay, or beyond those thumbs. We want them to contact us. We have to create conversations which lead to relationships. So if your videos are strictly to entertain, not to create a relationship, you're missing the boat. We need to back up and focus on creating relationships. So take that note down. My content moving forward is to create new relationships. I'm at the point, I'm getting rid of all my old friends right now. I think you need to recycle your friends every 5 years. I'm at that point right now. I'm looking for new friends. So maybe some of us can become friends here today. I need new ones. Yeah. Okay? 4 years. Yes, 5-year cutoff. If you're done, I'm out. Can't call me no more. So relationships, it's the top of the reel. That's why we're doing it. Social, and we're gonna get into some social, because I know even if some of you are making videos, you're not being social. And I'm gonna tell you how you can increase your engagement in 15 minutes. But the next thing is, and this is where I really want to drive this home, the next E is education. We are in the most misinformed marketplace that there's ever been in the history of real estate. Nobody knows which way's up, nobody knows which way's down, nobody knows what anything's going on, nobody knows about rates, nobody knows if they can buy a house, everyone's confused. Why are we not the main educators? Did anyone know that there's no such thing as a real estate market? It doesn't exist. There's no real estate market. If anyone says that the market is doing this, tell them to hush and don't be their friend. Because the real estate market is hyper local. It is your neighborhood. It is from street to street. It is a block of road to road. There is no real estate market. You need to be the expert and tell, okay, it might be in your market 5 minutes down the road next to the Chick-fil-A, but it ain't in my market. My market's specific. So you all need to be talking for your geo farms, educating on what your market's doing, because there is no real estate market. And you can't talk about the real estate market as a whole because it's your area, your specific block. So education is really where real estate agents, loan officers, we're gonna thrive. Because, and here's the newest thing that's happening with Instagram, did you know that Google, for the first time in all the years, is now indexing Instagram posts? So that means the people that are searching on Google can now find your Instagram post. That has never been the case in the history of social media. And I assure you, your cat videos are awesome. I'm not searching for cat videos. I want a house. I need education. I need to get through the disinformation that's out there. I really want us all to become real estate educators. You make it entertaining, but focus on educating people what you know. What I find, and I'm gonna call Betty Ann out there in the back. Hi, Betty Ann. She's been in the business a long time. She's got a lot of knowledge, probably so much it gives her headaches. She knows so much. Okay? We're gonna give her a social media Tylenol, which allowing her to educate. Her content should be based on letting everyone knows what she knows about this market. She's been through several different markets. She knows how to navigate this market. She knows about programs that will get rid of the myths of people who still think they gotta put 20% down to buy a home. People still believe you guys aren't educating enough. We still have a whole bunch of people who think 20% down is needed to buy a home. How is that possible? We're not educating enough. We're focused on the trends. And I promise you, those trends are getting you a lot of views. They're really making, those of you who have done it, you're following trends, you're getting a lot of views. I don't know how much business you're getting from it, but it really will stroke the ego. You'll get caught in a trap of following the stuff that's getting a lot of views. That's not what we want. We want conversations. We want relationships. We don't need our ego stroked. We don't need to have a ton of followers so we feel like we're important. You know, I've got 30,000 followers. I'm great. No, there are people who have thriving businesses with 400 followers, 2,000 followers. Gary Vee, for example, I want to tell you why a ton of followers is not important and the content that you make is. Gary Vee, everybody familiar with Gary Vee? He's been around for a while. He's got a mouth. He talks probably similar. We all talk. We love talking. But he's amazing. He's a marketer. He's an amazing marketer. But he has a 22 million follower account that he put out a video and he got 22,000 views, which is great. We all want, I'd take 22,000 views today, no problem. But to show and drive the point home, created a new account with 450 followers, put up a video and it's 32,000 views. It's not important about the followers. It's all about the content that we're making. And there's plenty of marketers out there, and I promise you, they're the marketers who have a company that are wanting to drive you to a certain level of thinking because they want to sell you packages, they want to sell you videography, they want to sell you their ad creation packages that'll tell you you shouldn't educate. Real estate agents need to be educating. They are starving for wisdom out there to know what's really going on in your market, but we're not telling them. We're doing other things. And by the way, this is going to hurt for some of you. Some of you listing agents, this is going to hurt. You should listen to this one. Your listing videos don't count on social media. They don't count. You spend hundreds of dollars on them and you have to. You are not allowed not to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on those awesome speed ramped videos where they're just going through the house and then you got the masking and you got the big old bold letters coming behind you now. You cannot differentiate yourself with those anymore. Those are standard. You have to have them because the marketplace expects for you to spend that on marketing. They don't count. So, and those are the ones you have to put the most effort into and you've got to pay the most for. They don't count. So that's not going to be your highlight reel. Your highlight reel is going to be you talking to the camera and educating, which we're going to talk about. So listing videos, you have to do them, but don't count them as your social media. You might spend $700,000 on it. I've charged $1,000 to do a listing video before. I don't know if it sold the house or not, but the marketplace and the sellers expect it now, so you can't get away from not doing it. So you're locked in. So don't think you're gonna get away from spending that money. You have to, but I'm gonna show you how to do some free things. But I didn't finish up real, because I think relationships and education are most important. Then we have entertainment. Let's just keep it simple. Entertainment, say something funny, have a balloon, throw up in the beginning of your video, throw a cat out a window, do something to make people laugh. Okay, safely onto a mattress. I'm not talking off like a 12-story window or anything. They got 8 more left. Very, very well thought out and easy, okay? Entertainment. But we're putting entertainment ahead of education, and that's where I know we're making a mistake. Again, this is Rhino. This is what I believe. This is what, through my research, this is what I want you all to experiment with. And the other people in the room who feel like they can't be entertaining, and you've wanted to be entertaining because you think the videos that are getting the most views because they're super funny, and it's like everyone wants to be an influencer now. Nobody wants to sell real estate, but everyone wants to be an influencer. Everyone wants to be seen, and they want big numbers and views, and you're like, I can't do that. I'm not that funny, or I'm not as young as this little whippersnapper over here and jumping out of a Maserati while doing a flip dive into a pool. I can't do that entertaining. You don't need it. They're missing the boat. They're getting a bunch of views. Who wants 10,000 views or $10,000 in commission? Which one do you want? Tell me. All right, we want the commission, right? Forget the views. Now, views will lead to that, but we're going to do it in a way that leads to conversations, that leads to the closing table, and not so much stroking our ego. So real, relationship, education, those are the two most important in my opinion. We do want to be entertaining, and we can do that in a variety of ways. And then live. L's for live. And if you don't go live, just make it love. And just love what you're doing. And everything else is going to fall into place anyway. So you can have that L be live, where you have a weekly update on the market type live. I do it on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock type live video on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook. Or you can just put that L and just love what you're doing and create new relationships and love educating the market on what they need to know in this very confused market. All right, so here's the 5-5-5 method. And I might show you some visuals, but I guess we're just talking right now.
What is the L?
The L is live, or if you're not going live, just turn it into love and just love what you're doing.
Live love.
Live love. You can combine them if you'd like. The 5-5-5 method. This is how you can increase your engagement in about 15 minutes, because plenty of you are missing this crucial part. Even if you're making videos, you're making media, you've completely forgotten about social. Social's not even in your vocabulary. It's just media. It's just reels, videos. You're not social at all. You're not giving to receive. You're just taking. You're just taking. I want all the views. I want all the eyes. I want all the clicks. But you're not giving anything back. And if you're not educating, you're not giving the value even. So what I'm saying is, we've got to go, and to grow on IG, you got to give to receive, period. So the 5-5-5 method is going to boost engagement in 15 minutes by doing this. Scroll and comment on 5 feed posts. Scroll through your post, find somebody who's doing something interesting, something you've got something to say about. Do not put an emoji in the comments. That will not count. Use your words. Use your words, make a nice little sentence. Love that video, love that listing, love what you did here, whatever it is, make a small little sentence and do that on 5 posts. Comment, okay? You're now giving. The algorithm is watching this. The algorithm is seeing if you're a taker and not a giver. It wants you to participate in the game. And if you're just posting, you're not participating in the game fully, and the algorithm's not rewarding you. So you're gonna see engagement go up by engaging, by giving engagement to others. A lot of us are posting and we're not engaging with other people whatsoever. And some are other agents that we don't even want to give them any love. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing for her or him. Forget them, good video, but I'm over. Show some love, show some engagement to others, and the algorithm is going to reward you back. So 5 comments, boost engagement. Then reply to stories. Reply to stories again with actual words. Stories are huge right now. So you know those little circles at the top of the Instagram where you can check out people's stories, off the cut, behind the scene videos, all that. Comment on those, not just the little heart, because that's usually what I do. There's a little heart right there, and I'll hit the heart, got the little red heart that flows up, and I feel good about it. Got a little hit of dopamine. Wonderful. But we got to give them a comment, give them an actual little sentence on that story. So that's another 5. And then engage on the Explore page with content that you vibe with. Go to the Explore page where you can find other reels. Just find some stuff that's interesting to you. Guys, stay away from the stuff that I know you find interesting that you don't need to be clicking, okay? It's just gonna keep coming around, it's gonna cause you problems. Find something interesting that doesn't take you away from the Lord, okay? Find something. It might be the most important thing you hear here today.
Ryan is
Yeah. Behave yourself on that Explore page, okay?
Chris Brown's great.
Find 5 posts that you really like and engage with that post. Put that comment, put that like, and don't use emojis. Make some comments. Yes?
Would you say, I hope I'm not jumping ahead.
No, you're fine.
Is the share count, if you share
I'm getting into that. Yeah. That's actually very important because I'm going to talk about old Instagram algorithm and new Instagram algorithm. So who knows, by the way, so that 555 is going to boost your engagement right away. But here's the other thing, the Edits app. Adam Masori. Does anyone know who Adam Masori is? He controls all of Instagram. He is the CEO and owner of Instagram. He's a good person to listen to. I think he knows what he's talking about. He's not a rhino. You can absolutely charge ahead with that guy. He owns the daggone platform. Okay, so he said that the Edits app, which is a mobile video editor that they're constantly refining, if you use that and post from the Edits app, you're going to see a new level of engagement in the Apple Store. And I'll show you. I got the Edits app. I got the Edits app right here. We'll get into it. But did you know that CapCut, in its terms of service, a lot of us are probably using CapCut. I've done a lot of classes for CapCut. CapCut is a robust, beautiful mobile video editor. But if you're not looking in the terms of service, they can take your content, use it to monetize, use your name and likeness, your sounds and everything without your permission. Well, actually, from using the app, you've given them permission. So they can take your stuff and use it, distribute it in ads over in Istanbul to sell chocolate bars. They'll do anything with your content that they want, and you guys probably don't even know that. So Edits, not only safe, but it's going to increase your engagement. So if you're using a mobile video editor, which by the way, I'd like to invite you all to Lincoln Lending Group. We've got about a 15-seat office. I'd love to have a class on edits so that we can start editing videos, cutting things, adding copyright-free or copyrighted music, putting the captions on it, does all of that. And I'd like to invite you all to the office sometime to actually go over that. Okay. Here's the next thing, and then I'm going to get to the shares there. Do you all use AI? Who in here is actually utilizing AI? Can I get the AI people to throw the hands up? That's a pretty good amount in the room. I don't know how we can function in today's market without having AI on our phones.
Life. That's my bestie. I literally named her bestie.
Yes, it's my bestie too. I didn't name him bestie, but it is my bestie. If I'm gonna skip out on any monthly subscription that I got, it ain't gonna be ChatGPT. I'm gonna pay that $20. Whatever I gotta do, they're gonna get my $20 because I need ChatGPT. So this is kind of a longer prompt. I guess I probably shouldn't have you write this down. Maybe I can get this to you somehow, but I want to give you a viral hook generator specifically engineered for your real estate niche. Okay, so let's see if we can write this down. I think we can write this down. Is everybody ready to take some notes? This is probably the most laborious note that I will give you because let's admit it. How many speakers tell you, I'm going to send this to you after the event and you never get it? I will do the exact same thing. I'm not sending you nothing. I'm sorry. It ain't going to happen. So I just want to be truthful and let's just write this down, okay? Then you can be assured that you got it, which is amazing. Okay, so my niche is real estate. Everybody in here is real estate, right? We got any secretive insurance people in here or anything? My niche is real estate. Create a formula matrix that includes. Is everybody with me on that one? These are big words. These are all big words. Pattern interrupts that grab attention. Pattern interrupts that grab attention. Okay? Next is psychological, man, I should have dumbed these words down. Psychological triggers that force engagement.
Patterns interrupt that.
Yes, okay, I'm gonna go a lot slower because this is a lot. Pattern interrupts that grab attention. Yes. I need my preacher rag, I'm getting hot up here. Psychological triggers that force engagement. Everybody got that far? Psychological triggers that force engagement. And then curiosity gaps that demand clicks. The good thing is you don't even need to know what this means. You just need to follow what it says. Yes, curiosity gaps that demand clicks. People can't even help themselves. They're just clicking. That's what it's gonna do. Guarantee or you get a free taco. All right. Power words that drive action. Power words that drive action. We're almost done. Got like 3 sentences. Power words that drive action. We don't even have to be a wordsmith anymore. We're going to let AI handle that for us. Power words that drive action. And if you got that, hook structures. Hook structures proven to go viral. We're seriously almost done. It might have been easier just to send this to you.
Hook structures that.
Hook structures proven to go viral. Proven to go viral. Okay? And then A/B, testing variations for each hook. A/B, like A/B, A/B, testing variations for each hook. And this is the last sentence when you got that. I should have thought about this before I told you guys to write this down. There's a lot. Okay, this last it. Format this as a single swipe file. Format this as a swipe file. Format this as a swipe file with 10 ready-to-use templates. 10 ready-to-use templates I can plug my content into, and that's it. See, 10 ready-to-use.
Plug my content into.
Swipe file with 10 ready-to-use templates I can plug my content into. All right, did everybody get that? I will never make you do that again.
Can we start over from my nation?
Oh my God. See me after class. See me after class. Okay, so I want to speak to your point on the shares and whatnot, because I'm going to talk real quick. I want to go over the old IG, which some of us might still be operating under, and the new IG. So what's important versus what used to. And by the way, this changes. So another thing I want to do is make sure I've got everybody's information. I want to start sending out a newsletter with relevant social media and marketing information and some great mortgage solutions too. So I want to send you some stuff. Don't unsubscribe from me. I will see you and I will cry. So just stick with it, okay? Just delete it. Don't ever unsubscribe from me. Okay, promise? All right, old IG versus new IG. Old is hashtags. We already talked about this, but the new is the key, the SEO keywords. The new is SEO keywords, which that AI prompt I just gave you is going to give you those SEO keywords. So old is hashtags, now is just, what's that? Yes. Search engine optimization is the SEO keywords. So when people are typing for stuff, and now that Google is indexing Instagram, with having these keywords in there, specific words that are going to be triggered by the algorithm, you'll be able to be found and searched a lot easier, okay? I could go into depth a little bit more than that, but old views, old is the views. How many views are we getting? Now it's watch time. I'm running out of time here, so I'm not going to show you exactly the new feature that Instagram has where you can see how much watch time that you have, but you can find it in your insights. So if you go to your Instagram and you look at your insights, you can see how long people are actually viewing. So in that, I'm going to put a little bookmark in that because that's an important thing that I don't want to get off of this front of you guys and not tell you a little bit more in depth about how that matters with how long you're making your videos. Okay, so old is 5 to 8 second reels. The new 30 to 40 second reels. By the way, if you're going up to a minute, we're doing too much, and I'll tell you why. So we'll get right into that right now. The new algorithm is looking for that watch time. That is most important, not the amount of views. If you have a ton of views that people only see it for 1 second, how good does it do anyway? Because it'll count a second as a view. That's a view. We want watch time. We want people to hang in there. That's why hooks are so important, which I'll mention here in a moment. But just because you can now do 3-minute reels, none of us need to be doing 3-minute reels. And the reason is, let's keep the videos that we're making, and this should be a comfort to most of you. We don't have to have this long, drawn-out thing. I'm talking, I think the sweet spot is between 8 and 25 seconds. Coming up with a strong hook. Hey, this is how I saved my client $10,000 in 24 hours. This is how I did it. By the way, call me so I can save you $10,000. I'm talking about quick, swift stuff. Because if we have a 30-second, 40-second, 1-minute video, to really get the algorithm to give us credit for that, they got to watch half of that. Getting anybody to watch 15 seconds, half of a 30-second video, that's a lot to ask, especially as a new creator, especially as someone who isn't Sydney Sweeney in new jeans. It's tough. You've got to actually make them shorter so that your watch time. So if I make a 15-second video and I can get you 7 seconds of that, I'm a big shot. I'm a hot shot to the algorithm. I got people watching my videos for 50% of the time. Take that, Instagram. It's only 7 seconds. But if I make a 3-minute video, I got to get someone to watch a whole Gone with the Wind to even get credit for it. I gotta kiss the guy on the train. Got to have a whole sequence and a scene of me saying goodbye to the person heading out of town on the train. We can't do that. So let's make short videos so that we can get more watch time. And as we get better with hooks and using AI to give us hooks, does everyone here know what a hook is? Because this is social media 101. I don't want to leave anyone hanging with a hook. But think about it, a hook, we're like a fish. We want them to get hooked into the video. So all of our lives, we've been taught to tell a story, beginning, middle, end, right? Well, everything's crazy in 2025 since COVID. Everything's weird. Now we got to tell the end of the story before we get to the beginning of the story. So front load the beginning of the story. Like I just said, hey, I saved a client $10,000 in 24 hours. That's the end of the story years ago. That's what happened. You need to tell what happens up front to get people hooked in to want to see the video. Hooking them in the first 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. And you can easily use AI to give you some great hooks for your video ideas, which that prompt that I gave you is going to do. So that is some of the old and the new. All right, so old was saves. It was important to get saves on your Instagram. Now it's about likes and shares. We want to make shareable content. Yes. So let's just go in here for once during this very non-visual Instagram. And so, by the way, I need to take 2 seconds. I need all of you to follow me. I've only got 2,000 followers. I want to be cool. I need all of you to follow me, please, as a thank you for the tacos. The Real Rhino _, okay? Follow me. Some of y'all ain't moving. I'm watching you. I can literally see you. Follow. I need your follow. Please, please follow me. I want to have a reason to put out more valuable content. Because again, I'm tired, y'all. I've been doing this for like 15 years. I'm tired. I'm tired of making videos. And this is the new Instagram, but The Real Rhino _. I promise if you all follow me here today, I'm going to put out some really exciting stuff. So, okay, here we go. So here's on the Hometown Heroes. I want people to save this, and that save button's going to be right here. And anybody, when you save this, you can put it into your stories. So I can add it to a story right here, or I can copy that link, but I would love for you all to find a video you like of mine and share it. But that's what we want. I want to keep going here because I want you to know that the old way was saves. It's now about likes and shares. Old B-roll. When we're making videos and you have all that B-roll popping up, you don't really need that anymore. The most viral videos out there are simply people talking into the camera. I want to show you what your video should look like. So there's my forehead. Here's your phone. Okay, obviously you've got your name down here, like at Rhino, and you've got like the captions right here. So you don't want anything at the bottom portion here or at the top because it's going to get cut off. I want your face right here, kind of at the top. That looks really good. Yeah, there is a similarity. And then here, captions. I want you to put the captions literally right in the middle. Face kind of up top, but not at the very top. Your face here, captions, and then any kind of emojis or extra elements that you're going to put, I want you to put those right in here. Nothing at the bottom. A lot of us make captions and we put it down here, and it gets covered up by our name and the actual copy that shows there at the bottom. Nothing at the top. So this is just kind of a format on how you should be making your talking head videos. And why should you be making talking head videos? Because you're going to start educating as of today.
Can you show an example of one of your talking head videos?
Yeah. Let's see. So here's one right here, and this will actually help with the class. I don't know if we have audio though. Do we have audio with this? Okay, well, no audio. But I'll tell you what's going on here. So there's my ginormous head. By the way, I can only like wear sombreros. If I wear a snapback, it's like the first button. My head is very big. I don't know why. But it's extremely large. And seeing it on this screen, that's really bad. I hate it. So by the way, I don't like seeing my giant head on there. I'm not a big fan of that. But anyway, there's my big head. this is really important too, because the front camera, a lot of us want to use this front portion of our camera because we can see ourselves, right? So it's a lot better. But the back camera is going to give you the absolute best picture. It's going to give you the highest quality. And here's a trick, because a lot of you don't have some of the items that I want to show you, but I'm kind of dwindling down here. I want to show you how to use that front camera and make sure that you're in frame. If you turn your camera on and you go to video, let me get this out of the way. You see that has the 0.5 here, right? So when you do 0.5, I'm just not hitting it. Boop. So now you got that. Now I go from this. I'm sweaty as a preacher that's got some secrets. And see, I'm right there. And now I'm going to do 0.5. Now I can see the difference there. So now I can have that same arm length and have a lot more ability. Hey, you want to do that? Yeah. I mean, does anybody got a napkin? Good Lord.
The whole class is in there.
Here.
I know, help me out here. We're not afraid to give ourselves a cleaning in the middle of the class. Hold up. Okay. Actually, would you guys do something fun? Would you guys do something funner?
Yeah.
Make sure you clear out where you have your food like in front of you. I want you to do something. You got to participate. I know this is a little, this is asking a lot, but I was thinking about making a video because we like to put on these classes and we like to think that they're education. Just wait till Frank comes up and shows you about the mortgage solutions. Uh-oh. You all good? Did you trip?
I did.
All right, as long as you're okay. No EMS.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Why was that not real?
I was like, you can't get on the table.
Since he's okay, falling videos are actually get a lot of views.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I love watching a good fall. So, I'm sure it got a lot of love on that one.
One of the house.
I don't know why.
So look, we like to think that we have some exciting classes. What I wanted to do is, with everybody's out here, I wanted to say something like, hey, this is what most mortgage companies events look like. I want you guys to have your head down on the table, okay? And then when I say, but this is what a Lincoln Lending Group event looks like, and I want everyone to just come up and go, woo, like that, okay?
Got it.
So I'm gonna say, this is what most mortgage events looks like. You guys are just dead asleep, okay? And then when I say, but this is what a Lincoln Lending Group event actually looks like, everybody just pop up and go wild. Can you do that? Yeah. Okay, that's my reel of the day. Okay, so here we go. Actually, I'm gonna use this.
Okay, on our phones.
This is gonna be good, so I appreciate you all participating. Get crazy, okay? Okay, here we go. All right, everybody head down. Pretend like you're at some of those other guys. The credit unions event. Boring, it's terrible. All right, so this is what it looks like at the other banks and lenders events and whatnot. But this is what it looks like at a Lincoln Lending Group event right here. Yeah! Okay, so make sure you're in the building next time. All right, how'd that turn out? How'd that look? Let's see, did I get it? This is how I gotta use my mobile video editor. We gotta cut all that out. Look, everybody. Yeah. No audio, but that's gonna be good. So I need everyone to like that later. And see how simple that, well, I mean, that's simple. People are gonna like that. That's fun. Thank you all. Get a round of applause. That was really good. You guys are, I can see what type of students you guys were at school. You probably did that a lot. So just a couple of things before I wrap it up here, because you got to get Frank up here. You're going to be learning about some of the best mortgage solutions in all of the business, and I assure you that, and some of you can tell me whether that was the case or not afterwards. Don't tell Frank, tell me, and I'll tell Frank. Just a couple of notes. On a lot of our Instagrams, some of us are seeing we have grainy videos. In your settings, I want to show you something. Make sure you have where you can post high quality video. So when,
Instagram settings?
yeah, Instagram settings. So when you go in here, it's going to be media quality. So by the way, I call this the hamburger. That top right, top right's the hamburger. Scroll down and you'll see media quality. If it's not clicked, upload at highest quality, it's gonna make your videos look diminished and grainy, and it's not going to be at the highest quality. So make sure you've got that setting on when you start making these educational videos. A couple other things. Has anybody ever used green screen before? The green screen feature. Let me show you something. I'm just going, some encouragement for the market before I get out of here, and I'm gonna find an article that I can actually create a quick green screen video on. So right now, the BLS just came in with job numbers that were revised. For May and June, they were revised to the tune of 248,000 jobs. Somebody messed up. But the thing is, the Fed has been hanging their hat on those job numbers to keep rates where they're at right now. So with those revised job numbers, I can guarantee you, by the way, if it ain't true, next month, you get a free taco, okay? In September, the Fed has more of a reason now than ever to lower their Fed rate, which, by the way, is not directly tied to 30-year mortgage rates. But it is going to affect the U.S. 10-year Treasury, which then will affect the 30-year mortgage. But guess what? You're in the building with the wholesale brokers of Tampa right here, and you... I was watching some Charlie Kirk, okay? That is hilarious. Yes, I was watching Charlie Kirk, and he said that. I had to look it up. And you know what? I thought, am I going to have the feds come to my house if I type this in? And look at it. It's at my class. That's so funny. Y'all should take a picture of that. I'm not even that mad. That's hilarious. You murder a woman that has a baby, is that considered a dumb house? That is really bad. Lord, I just want to say, forgive me for my Google searches. Please.
You need to post this.
That's probably the funniest thing that's going to happen all month. Okay. That's a tough one. Okay, Charlie Kirk, I'm writing him a strongly worded letter. You got me looking up terrible stuff, okay? Oh, now I'm really sweating.
What was it called that you were watching?
What's that?
What was it called that you were watching? Charlie Kirk.
What's the answer?
We was talking. It is. It is. Yes, it is. So people talking about, the baby's not, human, or people, people with purple hair. They say that a lot. And then I actually looked it up just to make sure. Like, well, then why is it a Donald homicide? Anyway, wow, that's hilarious. Okay, guys.
I feel for you.
Don't. I'm gonna somehow recover from that beautiful Google search right there. I don't know where we go from here. I'm glad you all came today. Thank you very much for eating. I'm done. Goodbye.
My time is up.
Okay, my time's almost up. I better get the heck out of here. Anyway, back to jobs numbers. Okay, so the jobs numbers were revised, and that's going to allow for the Fed to actually lower down the rate. We're going to see that happen, but okay.
I love you.
Yes, I appreciate it. And I love all people. I love all people, babies, women, men, all of them.
The last thing I looked up was Chikungunya virus in China.
Yeah, she's looking at viruses. Okay. So, but the point is, that's a new article. That's a big deal. That's the biggest real estate news right now. The BLS, the job numbers are fake. It's the vindication of a lot of us mortgage professionals that said the job numbers were just not jiving. People need to know that. So what I would do is I would not, oh, it's down lower now at least. Okay, so BLS job numbers. This is where I want you to actually step in and be that local educator. BLS jobs numbers, jobs. Okay, so I'm going to find just an article on the web or news. Where's news? News. So here we're doing. Just grab any article. Take a screenshot. How unusual are jobs number revisions? I would probably choose another one if I had more time. But I'm just simply going to screenshot that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to become a local reporter and get that education out to people. So I'm going to go back on Instagram. And we're gonna go to click the video. Now while we're here, what's that? Story reel. We gotta make sure we're on reel. Now you see where it says green screen right here? When you click the green screen, now I can pull up that article. So now that article is there. Now I can squeeze myself and make myself smaller. Sweating my butt off. And now I'm gonna be talking about that. So, The job numbers got me sweating. I can't believe these jokers done made these revisions on this jobs. Okay, but that is going to help you buy a home. The Fed rate is going to be going down in September, I can guarantee it, which is going to open up all the pent-up demand in the market to buy a new home for those who are scared of these 7% rates. But by the way, you don't have to wait on the Fed. You can call Ryan Owens at Lincoln Lending Group, who is a wholesale broker that can already save you thousands of dollars with no junk fees. But of course, the Fed rate going down and mortgage rates going even lower, they cut me off. See, I talk too much. But the point is, if you fit in the timeline, you simply you pull up a screenshot of a news article, a local news article, and just start talking about it. Give your opinion on it. Have something to say about something that's relevant going on right now. Those green screen videos are going to do very well for you. Make the green screen videos. Do the 555 engagement. Collaborate. We didn't even talk about that. Collaborate with others. Get your mortgage lender to actually collaborate with you. Get your title person to collaborate on videos with you. Do you guys know how to collaborate with anybody?
Just set a tag, you hit collaborate.
So I'm just gonna, obviously I didn't get a chance to edit this. I would love to show you guys edits, but Frank's gotta come up here at some point. I'm gonna go next. Now, when I post that video and I edit the cover, and we're not going all over that today, we're adding the caption where it says tag people, I can either add a tag or invite a collaborator. So I'm actually going to, you're CR, huh? Look, Christina Alonso. So now I've got her as a collaborator. Instead of a tag, I collaborated with her. Now, if she accepts that, we're gonna share the views, we're gonna share the comments. It's going to go into both of our feeds. We're gonna collaborate on the post, and now I'm gonna be able to get into a new network. I'm gonna have more views because I'm sharing them with her. I'm gonna share the comments and all of that. So with your educational post, bring your lender on. By the way, I'll clear out my search history, and I'd love to do a collaboration with you. You just get a hold of me, and we'll talk about some exciting products that Frank's about to go over with you, and then you can collaborate, all right? So, one last thing. Start over, is it save draft? I'm gonna save that draft for later. Use the Edits app, folks. Oh, you need to know about this, because I thought of this great idea. So have you guys ever used a link in your story? I'll be done for that. So when you go and create a story, I can do something here. Oh, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Keeps taking a picture instead of a video. Hey, I want to tell you about an exciting program right now. For those of you who are trying to tap in to some of your home equity, we have home equity lines. Just fill out this application right here. We'll get back to you right away. So if you make a post, or you have a lender send you a video, you can add it to your story, hit done. Right up there where you see that little guy's face with the fold right there, I can add a link. And when I put a link in here, I can put my application in there. So we can do a collaboration video and put it on the story, or we can literally have me send you a video about an exciting loan product and give them my loan application. That deal's coming to you. If anyone applies, if anyone fills that out, you got a new deal. But now we're advertising, and we can go outside of Instagram with this link, www.rhinomortgage.com. Now, where I was talking about that link, somebody can hit that and go outside to a website. Drive them traffic to your website. Drive them to your lender's application. This is money. I thought about this 3 weeks ago. Patted myself on the back. This is a great idea. You should do this. This is going to allow for people to be able to click that link, and for someone like myself, be a lender. Team up with them. Get them on their application. Let them do a quick 15-second video about the really exciting loan program or some information that people need. So remember that you can add links to your story, which I think is super, super powerful. I could go over more. We could go over edits. I want you guys to come into the Lincoln Lending office after these. I want to, we'll have the list of people. I want to invite some of you all to come learn how to do this mobile video editing as well. And that's about all for me today. I think I've embarrassed myself enough. I gave you guys some great information, I hope. And Frank's about to come up here, some great mortgage solutions for you guys. Thanks a lot.
I regret to inform everybody here that you're required to take a 5-minute break right now. So no, just 3 to 5 minutes. We have cookies back there. We have water back there. So